All right, guys, so actually, I'm going to tell you we're doing 7.2, lesson 7.2 today, which is using functions to solve one variable equations. There's a lot of notes in the book, but actually, I didn't take time to write different notes because actually I'm just going to do homework problems with you today. You guys are actually assigned to do the even, 2 through 22. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at 2 different types of problems per concept from the homework. So I'm going to use the odd. So I actually would like you to flip to page, right here, page 314. Page 314. You actually already know how to do tonight's homework, but I'm going to show you a couple different ways that I would like you to try to accomplish this task. So the deal is that today you're going to use a table to find a solution for each situation, okay? We're going to use a table. So real quick, 30 seconds, I want you to read question number 1 to yourself. We're going to talk about what you see. So 30 seconds, page 314, reading question 1. Question number 1.
This makes sense.
All right, so like I said, I don't think I should have to go through all of the notes because I really think that you guys will probably understand these situations pretty easy, right? So the deal is we have 2 different actors. We have actor A, can you circle actor A? Circle actor B, and they're offering their services. So I'd like you to circle the important information. Actor A has an initial fee of $250 plus $50 per day. So circle it. Actor B is offering his services for $200, and then that's the initial fee, and it's $60 per day. When will the 2 actors have the same amount of money? Now here's the deal, underline that question. So here's the deal, we already know a different way of solving this problem. I don't know if you guys realize it, maybe you don't, but do you know that you can set those 2 problems up equal to each other, those 2 expressions? They don't want you to solve it that way today. They actually want you to set it up as a table. I'm going to show you how to do it, and they want you to see when they're the same, okay? No, today I'm just going to have you set up as a table, but you only have like 3 or 4, so can you just try it this way today? And make me happy?
Yes.
All right, so here's the deal. The first thing is, you're going to start out with your x. This is your x, and x represents what? X represents, what does x represent?
Per day.
Per day. So it's $50 per day. So yep, x represents per day, so you might want to write that on the side. Now we're going to have 2 y values. We're going to have, this is your actor A, right? Actor A. And we're going to have actor B, and this is actually your y value, and this is your other y value. So it's a double table. Are you guys with me on this? So when I say a double table, this is your x, this is the number of days, and this is the charge. So my y value represents our charge. And then I'm going to say, okay, this is your x, and this is your y value for the second person, actor B. Okay? So the deal is, what they want you to do is they want you to first write the equations. So ready? If we look at actor A, what is the equation for actor A? Everybody should be able to tell me this. So what is our starting fee? It's $250 plus $50 per day, so that's 50x. So you can write A equals or Y equals. I always write Y equals, but we know we're talking about actor A. Y equals, you can do $250 plus $50 per day. All right, actor B is Y equals, and they start with the initial fee of $200 plus $60 per day, so that's 60x. Are there any questions on that equation? Now I'm aware that you guys know how to set them up equal to each other, but today we're going to do a table. So ready? If we don't have any days, okay, how much are their services at the very start without any days? What's the initial fee? Well, 0 times 50 is 0, plus 250 is just how much? 250. So write 250, this is actor A. And again, at the very start, how much are we going to charge for actor B? Well, that means 0 hours, so 60 times 0 is 0, plus 200. So right now, which is a better deal? And this is why they want you to write it as a table, because they want you to see which one is a better deal at the start. So which one's a better deal? Actor A or B? B, because it's only $200, right? Right? Are you guys with me?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 hour. After 1 hour, do the math. So 1 times 50 is 50 plus 250 is how much? 300. And 1 times 60 plus 200 is 260. So you can still see that actor B is a better deal. So for 2 hours, still actor B is a better deal. You guys are with me? So why they want you to set up a table is they want to know exactly when it now becomes a change where actor A becomes a better deal. You guys with me? You know, yeah, I got this. So ready? Let's just go up to 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to fill this table out. So after 2 hours, 2 times 50 is 100 plus 250 is how much?
350.
Thank you, 350. And now, do you guys see what it's going up by here?
Yeah.
So can't we just cheat now and just continue that table on? So then we can do 400, 450, and 500. Not to say that that's the answer, but it is this time. Okay, ready? And this one is going up by 60s. Are you with me? So I can do 2 times 60, which is 120 plus 200. How much is that? 320, yeah. And then I can keep going that way and do 3 times 60, which is 180. So that's how much? How much?
3.
Because you guys are working hard over there, I know. And then the next one is 440. Oh, 440, and then how much? 500. So what they're trying to show you, everybody circle that. And what does that show you? At the 5-month mark, what do we know? The cost is the same. After 5 months, what's going to happen? Actor A is going to be a better deal. So, when will the 2 actors charge the same amount? At 5 months, we write that in. 5 what? Days, thank you, 5 days. And then after 5 days, like you guys said, it will be a change and actor A would be a better deal. Does that make sense? Is there anyone who doesn't understand that method? Give me a little thumbs down if you're not quite there. All right, so today I'd like you to set up a table. So we're setting up a table for these guys right here. Are you guys with me? So you can go ahead. 2 is the same. You don't have to do that now. This is your homework. Number 2 is the same as that. Number 4 is exactly the same as that. And number 6 and number 8 is exactly the same as that. So I want you to skip over to page 217 now, page 217, and look at number 9. I do mean 317, yeah. And I want you to look at number 9. Is everybody with me on that one? All right, so what I want you to do is look at the, first of all, the directions. Say in exercise 9 through 14, each person uses a given bank account to make an automatic monthly payment and stops making deposits to the account. Use the table to find out when the automatic payments will make the value of the account 0. Let's talk about that real quick. What do you think that means when they're saying the automatic account is 0? Yeah, so what value is going to equal 0? The x or the y? Say it again. The x. So can everybody write this down? It is when the x, and it's actually your x-intercept, equals 0. You guys understand that? You know, yeah, I sort of understand that.
Yeah.
Because they're saying when it's going down to 0. Okay? All right, so when the x-intercept, so that'll actually be something 0, I should say, something comma 0. It's your x-intercept. All right, so let's make an xy table. So here's our x, and here's our y. And we're gonna start, and let's talk about our information. So Charles has $1,600 in his account, circle that information. And he automatically makes a $400 monthly payment. So when we write that equation, how much money does he start with? Y equals, how much money?
1,600.
Yep. And now, is this an addition problem or a subtraction? Yeah, it's a negative slope. You guys see that? Because we're getting down to 0. So it's minus how much per month? 400x. So we're going to start with 0 at the very beginning, which is our y-intercept, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll just go to 5 every time. It may not hit 5. It may be before that. It might be 1 after that, or so. So let's start. So if I, at the very beginning, I have 400 times 0 is 0. So how much money is in my account? 1,600. And basically, you guys, you see you're subtracting 400 each time, right, guys? So 1 times 400, so 400 is 100. And now you can see the pattern. Do you guys see the pattern? Do we need to do any more math? Just simple pattern work. So minus 400 is how much? 800. Minus is 400. Minus 400 is 0. Do you see as, where is question? How much is it with a value of 0 in the account? How many, X stands for what? Months. And Y is how much money is in the account. So ready, how many months does it take before they're at 0? 4. So this one is just a little bit different than the previous problems. Are you guys with me on that? Yeah? Okay. So that is 9, which you don't have to do, but you have to do number 10. And let's see what's next. You gotta do 12, and you gotta do 14. Are you guys with me? All right, now, I want you to skip over to number 15. This is the third concept. This is an easy one too. So the first thing I want you to read is that it says use a graphing calculator. We're gonna use Desmos. Okay? And I'm gonna show you how to do it real quick using Desmos, but before we do, what do? We have to find the solution to each situation. So real quick, I'd like you to read 15 and set up the 2 equations. So it's waiter A, go ahead and do that real quick. And waiter B. All right, who can give me waiter A? Waiter A, go ahead, Evan.
Y equals 25 plus 5.25.
$5.25 per hour. So X represents hours and Y represents our cost. We'll just say cost there. All right, who can do B real quick? How about Gabby? Can you give me B? Y equals